Today's horoscope, Pisces September 16th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. There is some inclination to indulge and possibly go over the top when it comes to spending, comfort foods, and pleasures today, as your needs for comfort and pleasure seem to rise. Overall, however, it's a good time for centering yourself and approaching your life with a little more positivity. Happily, you might see a complicated situation, relationship, or person in a more favorable light. Forgiving someone or understanding a person more fully can even inspire you to take better care of yourself, or it can help you heal and grow. There's also productive energy possible today, particularly in or because of a relationship. You can feel pleasantly committed to a task, solving a problem, or mapping out a plan. Conversations can readily turn to planning and strategy. Passion, pleasure, art, and beauty are all written in the stars today. All zodiac signs will love the sweet flow, but you will feel like you have suddenly awoken a riot in your heart. This is the ideal moment to tell someone how you feel, as well as make beautiful memories that you wish to build as a tradition. Give gifts, compliments, and affection like it's going out of style. It isn't, and it won't be, but at least you'll make someone's day that much more special. If you're lucky, you'll find the same kind of glorious fortune, favor, and kindness mirrored right back. What do you need to commit to in your personal life? Weigh your options as Venus in Libra trines Jupiter in Gemini. There might be many financial ventures to consider, and each one could impact your home and family. You can look at benefit packages, inheritances, loans, and more today. Each plausible financial opportunity could either help or hinder a prominent aspect of your personal life. It might be helpful to talk with a financial advisor and any loved ones who will be impacted by your decision to review your options. You have a wide-ranging palette and are often the person at the table who will order something new or unusual. This palette is connected to a willingness to explore the physical and sensual areas of life. It's important to be open-minded about physical pleasure, though some do not give themselves permission to do so from a young age and become blocked. The body can store blocked energy in profoundly secretive ways. Experiment with various holistic massage practices if this interests you. Alexander technique is one. The vibrations of the day are going to tend to destabilize you. You are going to have to go with the flow even if the going is a little rough. However, you should think about your behavior with your family and friends. Try not to beat them over the head with your opinions. Take time to listen and weigh the pros and cons of a situation and stop acting on impulse. There may be a slowdown in your professional life. As Venus, the planet of money, prepares to enter her final week in your financial sector and works to boost your financial confidence before the sun's return, her alignment with fortunate Jupiter reaches its peak. With the moon positioned in an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart, creating a harmonious aspect to both planets, this will not only enhance efforts already underway to strengthen your financial confidence and imagination but also make it easier to harness luck and the laws of attraction. This influence is particularly significant for financial matters related to home and family. Ahead of the moon's return to Pisces tomorrow to begin the lead up to an eclipsing full moon that will see it clash with the sun in your relationship sector, there is a chance to make the most of the support from the communication gods over the last few days. Not only is Mercury, the planet of communication, in his first weekend back in your relationship sector, but the moon's friendly aspect to Uranus, in retrograde motion in your communication sector yesterday, has all your bases covered. Daily Planetary Overview. Have you ever found yourself second-guessing a decision you once felt so sure about? It's natural to feel confident in your choices initially, especially when everything seems to line up perfectly. You can envision the path ahead, whether it's in a relationship, career, or a personal goal, and it feels right in the moment. But then, as time goes on, doubt creeps in, and you begin to overthink. Did I really make the right decision? Is this the right direction for me? This tug-of-war between certainty and uncertainty is something many of us experience, especially when Mars in Cancer squares the south node of karma and the north node of fate. It's a moment where you might feel unsure about your choices, wondering if they will lead you to where you need to be. But here's the thing, life is full of unknowns, and sometimes, you simply won't know where your decisions will take you until you see how everything unfolds. It's okay to feel unsure. It's part of the process of growth and discovery. Have you ever looked back at a situation where you were uncertain, only to realize later that it all worked out in a way you couldn't have anticipated? Trust that this could be one of those moments. Allow yourself the grace to let the future reveal itself in its own time. However, it's important to remember that you can't force things to happen before they're ready. Sometimes we want something so badly that we push too hard, only to find that it doesn't fulfill us the way we thought it would. If you've been chasing something that doesn't quite align with your needs, today is a reminder to pause and reassess. Is it really what you want, or are you clinging to it out of habit or fear of change? Give yourself permission to let go of things that aren't serving you, and you might find that new, more meaningful opportunities come your way. Speaking of new opportunities, you're likely to be surrounded by fresh ideas and unconventional proposals. It's as if the universe is throwing open a door and saying, "Look at all these possibilities." Even if the old methods or familiar paths have worked for you in the past, it's a good idea to keep your options open. People around you may offer perspectives you hadn't considered before, and those insights could help you see things in a completely new light. Have you ever had someone point out a connection or possibility that you'd overlooked, only for it to completely shift your approach? That's the kind of energy you're working with today. Stay open, because what seems unconventional might just be the key to unlocking something amazing. On the financial front, things are looking bright. You've got a sharp sense of how to negotiate and make the most of your resources. Have you noticed how lately you've been able to turn even small opportunities into something bigger? Today, more doors may open, especially when it comes to making new contacts. These new relationships could prove to be valuable down the road, so take the time to nurture them. Trust your instincts when it comes to finances. If something doesn't feel right, you'll know it, and you can steer clear of any potential missteps. Ultimately, today is all about finding balance. You're in a powerful position to move forward with grace and confidence, but it's also a day to reflect, reassess, and stay open to the unexpected. Have you ever been in a situation where you thought you had everything figured out, only to have a surprise opportunity or insight completely change your direction for the better? That could be today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are there any decisions you've been second-guessing lately? How do you usually handle moments of uncertainty? Let's start a conversation and support each other through the twists and turns of life's journey. After all, we're all navigating this together, and sometimes, just knowing you're not alone in your experience can be incredibly empowering.